All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of a Multiplex movie melee. Got ourselves a singles match here. Not just any singles match. We got ourselves a summer series tournament singles match. Today, got Will Cohen going up against Tony Durso. Will called out Tony in our new kind of call out series of what we're doing here for this year's singles tournament. Got Dylan here with me. So what do we got?
A great match. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a matchup that many of us were expecting to see, like in the triple threat match for the title earlier this season. Unfortunately, some upsets happened. Things didn't quite pan out that way. On one hand, we have Will, former singles champion, coming in fresh off of just like winning the title and unfortunately losing it to one Cameron Redshaw, who just cashed it in. But he's a singles champion. He earned that title. Definitely a very strong competitor. Made a very, I think, daring, ballsy call out of Tony Durso, who is another fantastic competitor. Very high ranked, just hasn't quite been able to make it to that number one contendership and hasn't quite made it to a title yet. But I think it should be a very interesting matchup between these two people in the same faction. All these nice faction civil wars. So yeah, I think this is a very close match, and I'm excited to see who comes out on top.
I couldn't say it better myself. Which is why I usually have you do it. We'll bring in who is it? Yeah, we're bringing Tony first. That's right. Bringing in Tony. You were unsure about it. I kind of forgot about it. Tony, you're here. How you feeling?
I mean, I feel okay. I mean, I was a little. It's funny when I found out that I was going up against Will with the whole thing. I was like, I really didn't want to face someone that good in the first round, but, shit. But, it is what it is. I mean, obviously, Will's clearly great. He had just won the title earlier this year, and I see him making another run for the title, just hopefully not yet. Maybe like after this, but we'll see. I mean, like I said, Will's great. I got nothing but love for him. So I mean, just looking to have fun and do my best, and go from there.
Well, we can all empathize of not wanting to play good players in tournaments at all. It is tiresome. And saying that, bring in Will Cohen, his manager, Mr. John Marr. Guys,
Oops.
I'll just kind of let you go here. I'm not I don't have much of a lead up.
We love Tony. He's like the least piece of shit person in this league, as opposed to the rest of you pieces of shit. Will,
Yeah, I always have to talk after John. This is fantastic. Look, first I want to when I called out Tony, everyone said that it was a shock, which is great because after 14 times of being on screen, I can still surprise people. And I love that fact. I love still being an unknown quantity after being in this league for as long as I have, with as many matches that I've done in singles. But Tony is a great guy. I wanted this match because I do want to face. You can't be considered good until you've played really good players. Tony is a really good player, and I knew that this would be a very respectful match. Like, Tony and I have a lot of respect for each other. He's managed me before in matches. I think this is going to be a very friendly, very cordial match, but it is going to be a very fun and competitive match as well.
I do think after Tony vocally complaining last season that all he did was play fun DMC people, you calling him out was a really dick move, Will. But whatever.
I mean, I realized that after the fact, yes. Yeah. But, when everyone's saying, oh, well, factions don't matter, and it's still being a dick move, well, yeah. What can you do?
I'm just putting it out there. But yeah, good luck to everybody.
Will wants to shock people, and Tony, heard it here first, not a piece of shit, is said by John Marr. We'll just get started with round number 1. It's gonna work like this, guys. You're gonna get 8 questions, from 8 general movie categories. You know how it works. You have 15 seconds to write the answer down your whiteboard. At the end of that time, you'll show and verbalize your answer. If you get all 8 correct, you receive a bonus question, also worth 1 point. You also get 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. Anything else before we get started?
Let's have fun.
Good luck, Will.
Thanks. You too.
Perfect. Your first question will come in the category of recent releases. In what recent release will you find something referred to as the Trinity test?
Have you ever taken the Trinity test?
No. Well, once in college, but it didn't,
Hmm.
it wasn't what I thought it was. Required some. I was gonna make a joke, and it's like, I'm just not gonna do that.
Good
5,
job. I set you up for failure. That's my bad.
2, 1, pens down. All right, start with Will.
This doesn't sound familiar, so I just said the holdovers.
All right, Tony.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer is
Okay.
correct.
Right. So then your next question, round number 1, will come in the category of horror. How did Amelia's husband die in The Babadook?
Great film. Love
Yes.
this movie.
It's
We
good-
don't bring
good
it up.
picture.
We don't bring it up enough. Maybe we just can't figure out stuff to ask about it. I don't know.
No.
Hmm.
I agree.
5,
Good film.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Tony.
I said car accident.
Will.
I also said car crash.
Car crash, car accident. Both are correct. 2-1. Tony's advantage. Going to your next question in the category of actors and actresses. Who appears in Contact, Videodrome, and 1995's Nixon? Didn't realize Nixon had a movie in 1995.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thought he just had that one, where he has to argue against a vampire the whole time. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Get a
1.
repeat.
What? Okay.
And that's Tony's first repeat. Question again: Who appears in Contact, Videodrome, and 1995's Nixon?
You got me with that, Alan. I'm still decoding it in my mind.
I mean, Frost Nixon. He has to argue against, that. See, there you go.
I got you. That was
He
good.
gets it.
That was
5,
I wish I could go back in time and laugh.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Okay. Will.
James Woods.
Okay, Tony.
I said Tom Skerritt.
James Woods is correct. So Will tying it up 2-2.
Your next question will come in the category of Oscars. Patton, Breaking Away, and Witness all won what Oscar?
Very similar films, I see myself.
Yeah.
Everybody can't help but categorize these particular 3 altogether.
Rank them, quick.
Oh man, you put me on the spot. I only seen one of them.
Rank it.
Does that make Witness the best?
Yes.
5, 4, 3,
And the
2,
worst.
1. Pens down. Tony.
Best adapted screenplay.
Will.
I also said best adapted screenplay.
Both are incorrect. We're
Same
looking
talk.
for best original screenplay.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
I was like, fuck. I was like,
So go on to your next question, the category of romantic comedies. In what romantic comedy will you find a 19th century English duke who accidentally travels through time to modern day New York? And these romantic comedies are just weird. It's such a weird setup for a movie. Like,
Who wants romance and comedy in one movie? It's too much. Pick one.
apparently time travel. Like, how does that even happen? Like, 5, 4, 1. Pens down. Yeah, we're back to Will.
Kate Leopold.
Hey, Tony.
Kate and Leopold.
Kate and Leopold is correct, staying tied 3-3.
Your next question will come in the category of classics. What is the full name of the character played by James Stewart in It's a Wonderful Life? Just first and last name. We don't need middle name.
Jesus.
Did they say it in the movie?
I don't know.
They could.
I mean, if any of the players want to show off and potentially get the question wrong, but
it's not advised. Please don't. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Tony.
George Bailey.
Mm.
All right, Will.
Yeah, this is what happens when you ask a Jew a Christmas question. Nothing.
Okay, George Bailey is correct. So Tony taking the lead 4-3. Going to your penultimate question in the category. Category directors. I don't know. So category directors. Who directed Sexy Beast, Under the Skin, and The Zone of Interest?
Oh, fuck.
apologies to Will on the last question.
I'm just giving guys shit.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Just trying to make sure we don't get canceled.
We skirt that every time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Will.
I don't have anything.
All right, Tony.
Jonathan Glazer.
There we go.
Jonathan Glazer is correct for 1 point. Tony going up 5-3 with that one. Going into the last question of the category.
In the category of the 1980s, who composed the scores for Predator, The Abyss, and Death Becomes Her? These are two really good movies and one I haven't seen.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I like one of them a lot, and the other one I thought was, kind of overrated.
Really?
And one I've been meaning to watch for like a really long time, just never gotten to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. The one was The Abyss. I haven't seen that one. Go to Tony.
I guess James Horner.
Yep. Will.
I guess Hans Zimmer.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for Alan Silvestri.
Okay.
So with that, I got Tony and lead 5-3. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have, yep.
Alrighty, with that, we'll move on to round number 2, which is our wheel round, in which both our competitors get a chance to spin our wheel. They like what they spin on the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can elect to spin again, but they must keep what they land on the second time. They have 5 questions, whatever category they land on, worth 2 points apiece, or they can check down a multiple choice for 1 point apiece. There is stealing, so, watch your ass on that. Only so many variations I can say of that quote. The categories that can be spun on today are written and directed by David Zucker, and romantic comedies chosen by Will, as well as post-2000 films starring Amir Khan and Oscars chosen by Tony, as well as romance, 1990s, music, and 2000s with spinners and opponent's choice. Tony, you are ahead, so it's up to you whether you want to spin first or defer.
I will defer.
We got it. Bring in John, and this be your first spin, Will. You land on music. Keep that as spin again.
Well, they're not going to hit you with a Christmas and a Holocaust question back to back again. So whatever you want to do is fine.
What do you think? Do you think it's worth? Do you think it's?
I mean, this is a category you're good at, so I'm not mad at it. But if you want to spin it again, I don't know. If you spin it again, you could hit, that dude that makes the weird face in every movie, or Oscars, which I know you don't want.
I'm feeling oddly good about this. Let's keep this.
All right.
Alrighty, go on music. Then, Dylan, why don't you give him his music questions?
Sure thing. Your first question in the category of music. Bird centers around what jazz musician?
Charlie Bird Parker.
That is correct. Yes, we just had Charlie Parker here, but yeah. All right, here's your second question. Who directed 8 Mile?
Curtis Hanson.
Correct for 2 points. And your third question. In Dirty Dancing, what does Baby's father refuse to do as a sign of his lack of respect for Johnny?
Shake his hand.
Correct for 2 points. So now your penultimate question in this category. What job in the band does Dewey Finn give to student Summer Hathaway in School of Rock?
Band manager.
That is correct for 2 more points. Now your final question in this category. Who plays Christina Aguilera's rival Nikki in Burlesque?
Oh no. I'm just going to shoot for Kristen Bell.
That is correct for the clean sweep
Oh.
of the category.
Yeah, Will really slashes through that category, getting a score up to 13. Tony still at 5. Bring back up the wheel. And this will be Tony's first spin. You land on the 1990s. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Fuck. I gotta spin again.
Alrighty. You'll be stuck with whatever you land on this time. And you will land on the category of... Nope, never mind. Get one more go.
There we go.
And you land on the 2000s. Alright, so then I will give you your questions in the 2000s. First question. Who directed Zathura, A Space Adventure?
Jon Favreau.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. In No Country for Old Men, where is Anton Chigurh when he first kills someone?
A police station.
That is correct for another 2 points.
Can you repeat that question, please?
Sure. In No Country for Old Men, where is Anton Chigurh when he first kills someone?
Can you bring in John, please?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure it's the back of a cop car. Because the first time we see him on screen kill someone, he's in the back of a cop car. He has his handcuffs on.
No, they're indoors when he kills him because he kills him on the floor of the police station.
Oh, is it on the floor? I thought it was the cop car. Okay.
Yeah, they're definitely in like not the interrogation room. They're in like the main room of the police station. So Tony's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I guess we're moving on. Tony, here's your third question in 2000s. What university did John Nash attend in A Beautiful Mind?
Princeton.
That is correct for 2 more points. Penultimate question in the category. For what crime is Monty being sent to prison in 25th Hour? Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Excuse me. All right, your multiple choice options are A, assault, B, armed robbery, C, drug possession, or D, tax evasion. Five, 4, 3.
Can I get a repeat of the options?
Sure can. Your options again are A, assault, B, armed robbery, C, drug possession, or D, tax evasion.
Armed robbery.
That is incorrect. Going over to Will for the 1-point steal. Is it A, assault, B, armed robbery, C, drug possession, or D, tax evasion?
Assault.
That is also incorrect. We're looking
Oh,
for
shit.
C, drug possession.
Should have gone with my instinct. Can I get a score update, please?
13 to 11. Tony, is your final question round in 2000s. Man on Fire takes place mostly in what country?
Mexico.
That is correct for the tie game. Tony gets a score up to 13. Will also at 13. Is that what you got to Dylan?
That is what I have. Yep.
Alrighty. With that, we've been in round number 3, which is our Pick Your Poison round. I always say our new Pick Your Poison round, but really not that new, where our competitors have drafted from our list of general categories, and now they will draft from those categories again here in this match, where they will receive up to 4 questions worth 1, 2, 3, 4 points apiece. Once a competitor has drafted a category, their opponent cannot answer a question from that category. The categories that they will select from today are comedy, Oscars, action adventure, actors and actresses, 1990s, biopics, romantic comedies, and classics. We're going to have our competitors pick their categories, and hopefully we'll come back and finish this one out. All right. Our competitors have picked their categories, and we will go until one player has been mathematically eliminated or we're out of questions. I usually do it the other way around, but hey, we did it this way. Because we're tied, we will start with the lower ranked competitor, which is Tony. So, Tony, what would you like to take for your 1-point question?
I'll do classics.
Got it. All right, classics. And because, I gave Will his questions in round number 2. I'll give your questions in round number 3. So your 1-pointer in classics. What actress appears in the films Rear Window, Dial M for Murder, and To Catch a Thief?
Grace Kelly.
That is correct for 1 point. That means we'll move over to Will. What would you like to take for your 1-pointer?
Well, we'll do Oscars for 1, please.
You got it. Take it away, Dylan.
All right. So your question in the category of Oscars. What was the only Oscar that Her won?
Best original screenplay.
Yeah, we did it twice in one match. Sorry, you got it correct though. That's correct for 1 point.
Okay.
Whoops.
There's only 20 of those guys. I mean, there's only so many we can ask. Tony, what'd you like to take for your 2-pointer?
I will do biopics.
Yeah, got it. All right. Your 2-pointer and biopics. Who directed Into the Wild?
Sean Penn.
That is correct for 2 points. With that, we move right back over to Will. 2 points.
All right, John. Thinking comedy for 2.
Okay.
Did you say?
2-pointer.
Okay.
We are going comedy, right?
Okay, just making sure. All right.
2-pointer comedy.
Your question. What 80s comedy features performances from Dustin Hoffman, Jessica Lange, and Bill Murray?
Tootsie.
That is correct for 2 points.
Moving right along. Tied up at 16. Going back over to Tony. What would you like for your 3?
I'll do actors and actresses.
All right. Actors and actresses. Your 3-pointer. Actors and actresses. Who appears in 22 Jump Street, Nacho Libre, and Armageddon?
Peter Stormare.
That is correct for 3 points. Score up to 19. Back over to Will.
We'll do action for 3.
Got
Right.
it.
Your 3-pointer in action/adventure. What is the term for when a program dies in Tron and Tron Legacy?
D-Res.
That is correct for 3 points. Back and forth we go.
We're all tied up at 19. Only have 4 pointers remaining from both competitors. Just as a quick reminder, Tony, you still got 2 repeats. Will, you got all 3. So, Tony, here is your 4-pointer in 1990s. In what 90s comedy do the characters play a sexualized version of the game Password? Five, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. All right, Tony, that is your second repeat. Your question again. In what 90s comedy do the characters play a sexualized version of the game Password? Five, 4.
Booty call.
That is incorrect. The correct answer we have is the Cable Guy, yes. All right, so your situation. We are still tied. Will has his 4-pointer in rom-coms remaining. If he hits it, he wins the game. If not, we go to sudden death.
So your question in the category of romantic comedies. In the classic romantic comedy Menchaca, what country is the titular character from?
Let's do 1 repeat.
3, 2.
Right. That is your first repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Your question again. In the classic romantic comedy Menchaca, what country is the titular character from?
Between 2. Hungary.
And we are going to sudden death. The correct answer was Russia, or we would have accepted the Soviet Union.
Should have gone with my instinct on that. Okay.
Alrighty. Here we go, guys. Sudden death. We're all tied up. Here's how it works. You both hit it, we go on. You both miss, we go on. 1 hit, 1 miss, it's over. The crown of winner here. We'll start off. First question. Whiteboard, by the way, whiteboard rounds still apply. Whiteboard rules still apply. You whatever repeats you have, transfer over. So here's your first question. Ellen Burstyn, Carrie Russell, and Kirsten Dunst have all played characters with what profession?
So we don't usually banter here, but phenomenal match. Just want to say that.
Really back and forth. It's really,
Yeah.
really great to see. 5, 4.
Repeat.
All right, that is Will's second repeat. Your question again. Ellen Burstyn, Carrie Russell, and Kirsten Dunst have all played characters with what profession? Okay.
Oh.
5, 4, 3.
Use my last repeat.
All right. Well, let's finally repeat your question. Question again. Ellen Burstyn, Carrie Russell, and Kirsten Dunst have all played characters with what profession? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Will.
I said waitress.
Tony.
Waitress.
We're moving on. A waitress was the correct answer. Dylan, why don't you hit him with up that next question?
Yep. Who directed Serpico?
Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tony.
Sidney Lumet.
Will.
Good game, Tony. I said Brian De Palma.
And your winner, Tony Durso. The correct answer was Sidney Lumet. Really great game, guys. We will start off post-match interviews. Take Tony out for a bit.
Right. I forgot I was operating this.
Bring in John.
Yeah.
Will, being honest, not a great round one, but you spun music, you rocked the hell out of it, and round 3 was going going great for both you guys. Just happened to miss your 4-pointers, and then you just, maybe if you had one of those repeats available, maybe you could have pulled out that last. But
Nope.
I mean, sounds like you
Nope.
kind of needed it for the waitress question. But otherwise, 20 points of loss ain't too bad. How you feel?
I need to start. I really just need to keep trusting myself. I actually had C written down on my board for the Steel in 2000s. I went against my initial answer. I kept thinking Russia, but I thought that was too simple for a 4-pointer, and so I went against it. And directors have not been very kind to me lately, and so as soon as that came up, I knew. As soon as you started saying who directed, I kind of knew I was toast. So, but I'm not going to take anything away from Tony. Tony proves that he is a great player. Time and time again. He deserved this win. He really, he kept me against the ropes the entire time, and I had to fight like hell to make this competitive. So all props to Tony. John.
Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about Tony. We love Tony. So it just sucks that like we all challenged each other in this first round. We're just a bunch of idiots. Great. Good job, Will. Good job, Bobby Kastner. You guys are awesome. That's all I got to say.
Alrighty. Well, as does mean your time in this in the singles tournament is done. We're definitely going to bring you back here again. Still 9-6, very good record. Anybody else you're hoping to play, or you want to play another fun DMC guy?
Oh, I know that there are a lot of people who've been calling me out either on the side or have been calling me out like outward. The one person that I was actually most intrigued by the call outs that I've been getting lately is actually a newbie and by the name of Tom Hausman. I played him once over in Opening Night Trivia League in the teams division, and he's a great guy. He's an amazing competitor. I would love to have a shot at him.
Yeah, not too often we have somebody call out a rookie very, very spicy. Well, thank you for coming in today, Will and John. Put you backstage for now. We're bringing your winner today, Mr. Tony Durso. Tony, yeah, you had the lead going into round number 1, and it looked like for a second, you were maybe in a bit of trouble when Will swept his category, but then you hit him right back with 8 points, able to keep it tied up, and you're just able to outlast it. Sudden death. It's really all it takes. But how do you feel about it?
Relieved. I'll be honest, I did not have a good feeling about this match. Pretty much from like the time it was set up, I was like, shit. Because I know, one, how good Will is, and he proved it tonight. I mean, you don't score 20 points in a singles match by sucking. So, but just, I don't know. I just had a feeling that things weren't going to turn out my way tonight. So I was just kind of resigned to it. And then, had a decent round 1, but then when he swept music out, and at that point I knew I needed something good to go my way in round 2, and 2000s isn't really a category that I'm like overly fond of. I just got really lucky with the questions. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, just blind ass luck, and then just being able to just kind of hang with him, and through round 3 and into sudden death. So, but Will play great. So, like I said, Will's awesome. I got nothing but respect for Will. So,
well, either way, getting movies you like, in this match, still got to hit him. And that's exactly what you did here today. You're moving on, going in next round. You're going back in. I think we're going back in, so you can call out. I honestly don't really 100% know seating here, but anybody that you're looking forward to face that you think may be in this tournament.
I already faced an excellent player in the first round. I mean, it's freaking only going to be a shit show for me from here on out. So, just gonna kind of ride the wave until it ends. So.
All right. That's the way I look at it. But thank you for coming here, Tony. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Talk to you next time. And yeah, this is exactly the type of match I think we want in Multiplex. Just back and forth the entire time. Very very tense. Going to sudden death. It just great. Anything else here to add, Dylan?
Yeah, no, you said it. I mean, it was a phenomenal match, just back and forth the whole time. Yeah, super high scoring. Like, yeah, once both, it's a great match when both players pass that 20-point threshold. Like, that's when you got a really good one on your hands. Yeah, I mean, Will has nothing to hang his head about. I mean, music, if you look through historically, it's the accuracy of the entire league is pretty low, I'd say, in that category. Like, it's a pretty tough category that most people tend to avoid. This is Will's second time, like, absolutely crushing that category, I believe. So, like, look, he played phenomenally. He really showed why he was a former champion. The dude's like, he's legit. He's really, really, really great at this. And yeah, Tony put up one hell of a performance. Just, yeah, like you said, 2000's not typically a category that he loves. He did really well in it, was able to match Will the entire time. And yeah, able to take him into sudden death and get the victory there. So yeah, great win for him. Excited to see what both these players do next.
Yeah, Tony showing he's still a beast. And Will is always a pain in the ass to play. He will be one for whoever he faces next. But that will do it for us. This episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. Thank you, everybody, for showing up and playing. Thank you, Will Cohen. Thank you, Tony Durso. Thank you, John Marr, our manager here today. And thank you everybody here at Multiplex for writing, editing, and making sure the show goes up, and we can put on the show for you, the audience. Thank you, Dylan, for being with being with me today. And I showed up and did it. Everybody else, be well.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle.
Goodbye.